What is that place where the counselors were meant to watch the consecration of the icon? The start of the great journey.
There is still time to stop the key from turning.
I must get inside. Then mount up, Arbiter. I know a way to break those doors.
Hello and welcome at long last to the finale of Halo 2. Where in the last episode we played through the penultimate and shortest mission in the game, which was High Charity, and today we'll be playing through the final mission of the game, the Great Journey. And oh man, have I been waiting for this day, because even though I really enjoy, well no, I really love Halo, Halo 2, not so much. Halo 2 has always been a pain to get through. It's just, and so you may be asking yourself, well, why did you make a Let's Play of it if you don't like it? Well, see, the simple answer to that is that I want to cover every Halo game on the channel, and I don't really want to skip over Halo to do that. And also just because whenever I play through I just lost my turret guy. That's not good. Hey, how would you like to give me your ghost free of charge? How would you like to do that? Because I don't think the commander doesn't get out of his wraith on Legendary, so can't really do that. I can try to hijack a go, that can happen. Probably for the best, honestly, because I didn't really have a backup plan. Once the turret guy died, I didn't have a backup plan. But yeah, so no, don't jump in the side seat. I really hate the fact. Oh my god, it's the same thing from Quarantine Zone. Of all the things, no, the zone to jump on the side seat is the same as the zone to activate or to jump on the driver's seat, which is really, really dumb. Anyway, thanks for ramming me, Wraith. Yeah, and every time I replay through the Halo campaigns, which is a couple times a year, I never skip Halo 2 because I don't skip any of the Halo games as I play through them, just because I like to get the full story, but like getting the full experience out of playing through all the campaigns again. But that doesn't mean that I enjoy playing through Halo 2. In fact, I actually quite detest it because Halo 2 is quite the broken mess. But we are finally almost done with the game. We got to get to this last mission, which is actually pretty good. That probably should have killed us. And we're probably going to die now because, yep, that... Just one last mission. Just one last mission. Just gotta get through one last mission, and then we're done. Then we can move on to what is objectively the best Halo game, which is Halo 3. We're almost there. Just a little bit further to go, and then we'll finally be able to play Halo 3. Because yeah, by the way, as I've said before, for Project Infinite, we are gonna be. Oh my god, when you know your balancing is top tier when you're in a Spectre and you're killed by a plasma rifle, a small arms weapon. Yeah, that's some quality game design right there. Truly top tier balancing. Just so dumb. But also, I also like the fact that the game actively prohibits you from getting in the Wraith. Like, on easy, normal, and even, I think, heroic, you're allowed to get in the Scorpion, or sorry, the Wraith if you want to. But on Legendary, it's like, nah. We don't want to give you options. You are going to use the Spectre, and you're going to like it, damn it. So, it's just... I don't know why they... Okay, then, game. Sure thing, game. Makes a lot of sense what happened there. Yep. Halo 2... Oh, my God. Okay, we're almost done. Just a little bit further to go. Just a little bit further to go, and then we can finally be done with Halo 2 for this Let's Play. And I swear to God, if that Wraith... If our friendly Wraith mortar actually ended up killing us, I would not have been happy. Also, we almost got the Wraiths to tip over, which would have been awesome if we actually got that to happen. Nope. Don't even think about it. Come on. Focus fire, buddy. Focus fire, buddy. Also, I like how the combined fire from our Wraith turrets and the Spectre turret is still almost, like, still takes forever to shoot down this Wraith. Whereas with that Wraith, one of its turrets was firing at us last time and it killed us immediately. Always some truly great balancing. But, you know, we made it out of that section after way too many attempts. I'm looking at the death counter for this game is going to be, it's going to be something, let me tell you. And by the way, like, I just recently played through this game on Legendary All Skulls On, And yes, this experience is less painful than that, because anything is... Did we get stuck? Yes, but we're still alive. Anything's less painful than playing through the game with Legendary All Scrolls on, but that doesn't mean this was painless. This was still an unbelievably brutal experience. That, I mean, okay. You know, one would assume it was going to go over my head, but obviously that's not how that works. Why would that be how that works? That just makes too much sense. Okay, didn't want to charge down the middle. Okay! Once again, a single brute shot takes out a Spectre, which is funny, because if the shoe was on the other foot, and I had a brute shot, and I shot it at an enemy Spectre, it would not have killed it in one shot. That's just not how that would have worked. But, you know, we're playing Halo 2, so everything's gotta be so much worse, so much more broken, and my voice is starting to go away because I've been recording for a long time. It's taken me a while. I recorded Gravemind Uprising and High Charity back to back, and then this one right after those. So, been a lengthy recording session, but we're almost done. Just got to get through this mission, then I can have a break for the day. Well, I mean, I guess not, because I still have to. Okay. How about? All right, new plan. Hijack the Wraith, and never mind. It's just, I love this game. It's so good. Halo 2 is so much fun. Alright, well, just a little bit further to go. Yeah, I still have one more video I have to record today, but, you know, trust me, it'll be much less painful than what I'm recording right now, because this is just so brutal. This is, okay. We're having fun, right? Yep, this is fun. This is what's having fun is like, right? Yeah. I guess, I don't know. I'm sure this is what it's like to have fun, to play Halo 2. That's what having fun is like. Yep. And, oh, look at that. See, so remember how last time the one brute shot didn't kill us? Well, this time it did, because this game... Another thing this game does really well at is consistency. This game is very consistent. Yeah. That's just another one of the many things that this game does so well. Don't worry, in case you're confused as to my overall thoughts on the game, I'll be giving a full breakdown of the game's quality, and I'll assess it at the end, but... Until that happens, we just gotta power through this last mission, take down all the wraiths, which is easier said than done. Focus fire, there we go, okay. I also like the fact that the turrets have 360-degree motion, and they can fire at us on all angles. And who exactly is controlling the turrets? Because let me tell you something, when I'm in control of the Wraith, I have no control over those turrets, none whatsoever. Those turrets don't exist when I'm piloting the Wraith, but when the enemy pilots the Wraith, oh, yay! Yay! Halo 2! Round of applause for Halo 2, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I thought the game crashed a second. Apparently, I bumped the back button in my efforts to applaud this game's clearly top-tier quality. I can't even. I can't even with this game. Just focus fire, there we go. Yeah, but when I'm piloting the Wraith, when the player is piloting the Wraith, those turrets don't exist. You can't control them. They're not on the Wraith. But when the enemy's in the Wraith, you can guarantee they will be there to shoot you down in an instant. Because this game's consistent and it's balanced really well. Also, I'd love it if our friendly Wraith could help us take out the enemy Wraiths, but you know, who needs help with something like that? Who needs help to take out Wraiths? Honestly, who needs help? We can do this all by ourselves. And a Spectre that's about to blow up. Who needs the help of a friendly Wraith when you have a Spectre? Who needs the help of a friendly Wraith when you have a Spectre? I mean, honestly, just when you have a Spectre, everything makes it just so much easier, honestly. Especially since we don't have anybody in the side seat, the Spectre is just so good. The Spectre is honestly just, whenever you have someone riding the side seat of the Spectre, it just makes it so much harder to control, truly. I mean, honestly, who wants friends? Who wants people in the side seat who you can give powerful weapons to? Nah. Truly, your peak, actually, honestly, we're playing some multiplayer right now. The Spectre's only at peak optimization, I guess I should say, when it's just you driving it and there's no one on the turret. That's peak optimization right there. Yeah. In case you can't tell, I'm being sarcastic. Very deliberately, I'm being sarcastic.
Our aid, Arbiter. They will fight by our side.
Now, this is actually legitimately awesome. You actually get to fight alongside hunters for the first time in a Halo game, which is pretty cool. Until you realize that they basically die almost immediately because Halo 2 is just so broken that that's just how this works. And I missed the snipe, but that's fine because I didn't miss that snipe. Alright, who else is still alive up here? No one? Oh, never mind. There's a bunch of people coming in hot. Okay, take a grenade stick. I don't think I stuck either of you. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Oh, You know, my favorite part is that you can't react to that fast enough. That's my favorite part. Oh, my God. I'm so done with this game. I'm so ready to be done with Halo 2 so I can just rant. I can break down the game's quality, or rather its utter lack thereof, and then we can move on to the best Halo game in the series objectively. So I'll be very happy when we finally get to do that. But we just gotta get through the rest of this mission, and then we can play Halo 3. Almost there. We're almost there. Just a little bit further to go, and then we'll be freed from Halo 2 until I decide to play through the campaigns again, which will probably be early next year sometime. Once after I finish this playthrough of all the campaigns, either that or oh my God, brute shots are so good. They're so well balanced. Yay! I love it when a game is balanced well. That's my favorite. Anyway, either in the weeks leading up to Halo Infinite or early 2021, whatever comes first. Because honestly, we really don't know when Infinite's going to come out anymore. We used to know it was going to come out in either November or December of this year, but unfortunately, it's now been delayed to 2021, so we have no idea when it's coming out. I would like it if, like, obviously I, as a player, would like it if it came. Oh my God, Melee. It's so inconsistent. Oh my God, this game. It's, as I was saying, I'd love it if it came out early 2021, maybe, you know, because Halo Wars 2 came out February, maybe March, April, or it could be a summer release. But the realist in me knows that it's probably not going to come out until holiday 2021, which really sucks. Because obviously I was really looking forward to playing it this year, but obviously that's not happening anymore. And as always, I'd rather them take the time to take the extra time to make it amazing. We can wait. We've been waiting 5 years at this point, so we can wait another one. I'd rather them take the extra time to make it as good as it possibly can be. That's always been my principle, and it will always be my principle to the ends of the earth. I don't have to like it. Like, I can objectively say that it's good they're taking the extra time to make this game amazing, and then subjectively be like, yeah, but I was still kind of looking forward to playing it this year. So I can remove my personal desire to play the game and say it's a good thing they delayed it. This is the correct decision to make. Still sucks. It still sucks that we aren't gonna get to play it this year. Like I said, I'm not an advocate for skipping sections, but I'm just so fed up with Halo 2 bullshit that I just like that, for instance, instant reaction time, nothing you can do, things like that. I'm just so fed up with Halo 2 that I just want to be done with this as fast as I possibly can. So the sooner I get done with Halo 2, the better off things. Oh my God. Oh my God, Halo 2. Halo 2. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the time when we beat this, and then I can actually break down, like, comprehensively go through everything that makes this game so broken. That's gonna be fun. But we gotta beat the game before we can get to that point. Okay. Does my brute shot have any ammo left in it? It has a lot of ammo. Okay, well, I probably should have used that against the jackals instead of the grenades. Oh, that's some drones. Those would be some drones in the distance. Okay. I'll take this beam rifle then. And hello, Jackal. Goodbye, Jackal. You're hiding there. Get out. Oh, what? Where? What? Okay, sure. It's Halo 2. Why should I be surprised? Just random items rolling around at the speed of sound. Of course. Of course. Because it's Halo 2. If ever you question something, more often than not, the answer is just because it's Halo 2. Why are there so many drones over there that can all kill you instantly? Because it's Halo 2. Why are random objects flying around at the speed of sound? Because it's Halo 2. Why are the drones capable of bounding around like bunny rabbits? Well, because it's why can you take 2 beam rifle shots to the head? Well, because it's Halo 2. Just, oh my God, this game. It's something. It's just, I unloaded 2 full beam rifle shots. Two 2 beam rifle shots into the drone, and it, you know what happened? Nothing. That's what happened, and that's the problem. Nothing happened when okay! Instant reaction time to jackal snipers. Oh my god. This game. There we go. Okay, great. We got the counter sniper thing. Whatever. There's so many jackal snipers in this game that you could probably get that. You could probably get that achievement, or achievement. I keep calling them achievements. You could probably complete that challenge by just playing outskirts on legendary. Like just one run would probably enough to get you that challenge done. Because that's just how Halo 2 is. There's just so many jackal snipers everywhere. Because I don't know why, actually. I don't know why they put 13. I mean, I guess I could guess, because it's like, oh, let's extend the game time by just putting 13 of the same enemy, have them rush you one at a time until eventually you take them all out. That's a dead drone. Well, maybe, I don't know, because they clearly don't die to one beam rifle shot. They just absorb them all. Ooh, nice, I got 2 of them. Awesome. That was actually pretty cool. And if it happened in a better game, I probably would have actually been pretty excited about what happened there, but unfortunately, it did not happen in a better game, and so here we are. I'm just fed up with Halo 2 at this point, honestly. I'm just ready to be done, and then tomorrow we can start up Halo 3. And I sound like I'm in a pretty sour mood right now, and I am, just because, you know, I'm playing Halo 2, it's just kind of par for the course. When you're playing Halo 2, you're in a sour mood, that's how that goes. But I'll be in a much better mood tomorrow when we, okay, hi, Jackal. Hi, how you doing? Can you please not? Okay, thanks. Thanks, Jackals. Thanks for not dying to a headshot. That's my favorite. I love it when enemies don't die to headshots. Truly remarkable. Okay. I'll be in a much better mood in tomorrow's video when we actually start up Halo 3, because, like I said, Halo 3 is objectively the best game in the entire series. It is so good, and it's just the polar opposite of everything that this game tries to do. Like, this game was awful, and then this game, and the next game, well, okay. I say awful, sort of hyperbolically. Like, there's a lot of good in Halo 2, and I'll be sure to talk about it after we beat the game. But man, there's also a lot about this game that is quite rough around the edges, to just put it as nicely as I possibly can. And that, okay. Yep. Just thanks, Halo 2. You never fail, you never cease to amaze me with your incredible game design. Okay, well, the good news is this is the last encounter before the mission essentially turns into a cakewalk. At least sort of a cakewalk. So, you know, we just gotta get past this, which is aided by freeing the hunters and elites, and once we do that, then we'll be pretty much smooth sailing for the rest of the mission. And also, there's jackals up here. Take a grenade, and I'll shoot down the one in the back there. Oh, look at that, the grenade. Wow, didn't kill any of the jackals. Not a single one of the jackals died from that grenade. Thanks. Outstanding. Truly phenomenal. Also, look at that. Brutes kill the hunter. Let me say that again. Brutes killed a hunter. Like, what do you even say to that? They're hunters, and the brutes can take them out. The elite lasted longer than the hunters. And in Combat Evolved, I would understand it, because it's like, yeah, they died to a pistol shot, of course. But this game just like, okay, sure, makes sense, I guess. All right, well, that was the last hard encounter of the the last non-boss battle. That was hard. There was a boss battle coming out that might give us some problems, but assuming we can survive that, we should be in the clear. So, let's just power through. Let's see what happened to the Scarab, and then we'll go fight the boss, and we'll finally be done with Halo 2. Finally. I'm honestly wondering if I should have done this Let's Play on Heroic. But then I'm like, no, I shouldn't have, because then like I said, you don't get the legendary encounters. It's so much easier on Heroic, and not in a good way. And I know I'm capable of beating the legendary, so I'm just making it easier on myself for no reason. When I know I can do more. And I think that's the last of them. Yep, cutscene time.
You don't like me, and I sure as hell don't like you.
But if we don't do something, Mr. Mohawk's gonna activate this ray, and we're all gonna die.
Tartarus has locked himself inside the control room.
Well, I just happen to have a... Come on, grab a banshee and give me some cover.
Gonna don't know what's coming.
Alright. Final run, and this music is awesome, both classic and remastered. Unfortunately, you can barely hear it on classic because they lowered the music for classic.
How do you like it?
Yep. That's Halo 2 for you. We're so close to the end. We're so close. We're almost there. Just a little bit further to go, and then we're done. And we're done with Halo 2, and I'll be very happy when that happens. And then I can finally, because in case anybody's joining this episode or joining the Let's Play for the first time in the finale, I want to give a breakdown of why this game is so broken after I was gonna say after the credits roll, but there are no credits in MCC, which kind of sucks. So I'll do it after the final cutscene. I'll give a breakdown of everything. I do it for all the Halo games. For when I did it for Wars and Reach and Common Evolved. After the last mission, I stopped to break down. Like I did an analysis of all of the game's quality at the end. So I'll do the same thing for this game. But the good news is that that's basically the hard part done. So now we just jump on the Banshee, fly to the end, and then wait for the Scarab to show up. Because all that needs to happen for the Scarab to go to the final destination is for the it's for all three races to be destroyed. And once all three races are destroyed, the Scarab will then be set to travel to this last building. So what we have to do is just sit here and play the waiting game. Literally just sit here and wait for him to show up. So I will see you guys when the Scarab shows up. Alright, so once Johnson shows up, what you gotta do is jump on the Banshee and then move out of the way, because if you're sitting by the door, he won't actually use his laser to open the door, because he doesn't want to get you killed in the process. So we're just gonna kind of chill right here.
Stay clear of the door. Hey, bastards! Knock, knock!
That's the door broken. So now it's time to head to the final boss battle of the game. We do have one more encounter to do before the final boss, but what's it? We can. It's not too bad. We can probably take it out pretty easily. We're almost there, almost at the finale. We're almost there, guys. Just a little bit further to go, and then we will arrive at the final battle of the game, the final showdown. And then we will be. Also, I stuck a lot of brutes there. Wow, that was pretty good. We stuck a lot of brutes. Okay, so now. I don't usually get that lucky with my grenade sticks. Usually it just lands in the middle of them and does nothing. Because, as I've said before, the plasma grenade in Halo 2 kinda is useless. Unless you stick them, in which case, then it is very useful. Alright, let's see if we can needle you. Maybe? Maybe? There we go, perfect, okay. Let's go to the other side, see what we can do. Oh, wait, did the door open? Ooh, that's not good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a lot of, brutes that spawned in. Can we go for the... Oh, dear. Did he fall down here with me? Where'd he go? Where? Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, 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 okay. I love it when the melee is inconsistent. I did not want to use active camouflage. I thought I was, okay. For some reason, I thought I would have had the flashlight, but no, we're playing as the Arbiter, not the Chief. There's no reason for me to have a flashlight. Okay, well, we're not gonna, yep, I already missed the first stick and the second stick. I nailed the third stick, but okay, at least two of the brutes are going berserk, so that's something, at least. Okay, well, let's, take you out, hopefully, maybe, please, 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 please. Okay, never mind. I love Halo 2. Also, something you may have noticed is that the brutes don't actually have a limit on how far they can throw their grenades. They can throw, like, basically, what happens is that when they decide to throw a grenade, the game picks a point that they want the grenade to end up, and regardless of whether or not it's actually physically possible for the brute to throw it that distance, the game's like, yeah, we'll throw it up there. So, like, if they're at the bottom of a cliff, and they have to throw it up a 90-degree angle and land at the top of a cliff, not just the top of the cliff, but also on somebody standing, like, 10 feet away from the edge of the cliff, yeah, they'll nail that first try, obviously. Because they're brutes, and they don't have a limit on their grenade arc, or their grenade throwing range. So, that's a nice thing, and I just... Oh, carbine. Oh my god. Okay. Carbine. Just everything about Halo 2 is such a pain, but we're almost there. We're almost there. We've almost made it to the end. We're just a little bit ways away from the end of the game, and I missed that grenade stick horrendously, which is kind of sucks, but it's fine because we're right here. And okay, that's most of them dead. Oh, but here come more. Here comes more. Here comes more. Okay, stuck him. Active camo goes on. We gotta hide. And then try to go behind them so we can figure out. Okay, okay. At least we got a checkpoint. That's good. At least we got a new checkpoint. New checkpoints are always great. Well, most of the time, they're great. Not always, but 9 times out of 10, they're a great addition. Oh God. Okay, Mr. Carbine. I see you are gonna be a pain in my rear end today. So let's see if I can do something about that. Where are you? Where are you hiding? You're hiding right there. Not really hiding. You're in plain sight. But did that take him out? No, it did not. Can I finish him off with the carbine? I can't find him, so probably not. He was there. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I know that's not him, because the one with the carbine... What are you shooting at? Oh god, well now I know what he's shooting at. The one with the carbine didn't have the honor guard armor, so I don't know where he went. Oh wait, did he fall down here with me? Please don't tell me he fell down here. That would be really unfortunate if he fell down here. I don't think he did. I don't know where he went. I don't have any grenades, which sucks, but I might be able to... They just know I'm coming. They just instinctively know that I'm coming, apparently. Okay. There we go. Took him out. Let's fall back here and hop up. I don't have much needler ammo left, so I gotta really make this work. I gotta make it count. Do a George from Halo Reach and tell him to make it count like that. Okay. Now, final boss incoming. Full carbine ammo. Dual brute plasma rifles. Let's go face off against the final boss of Halo 2.
Come, human. It is easy. Take the icon in your hands. And do as you are told.
Please use caution. This reclaimer is delicate.
One more word, Oracle, and I'll rip your eye from its socket. Which is nothing compared to what I'll do to you.
Tartarus, stop.
Impossible.
Put down the icon.
Put it down and disobey the hierarchs?
There are things about Halo even the hierarchs do not understand.
Take care, Arbiter. What you say is heresy.
Is it? Oracle, what is Halo's purpose?
Collectively, the 7...
Wrong! Not another word!
Please. Don't shake the light bulb. If you want to keep your brain inside your head, I tell those boys to chill. Go ahead. Do your thing.
The sacred rings, what are they?
Weapons of last resort, built by the Forerunners to eliminate potential flood hosts, thereby rendering the parasite harmless.
And those who made the rings? What happened to the Forerunners?
After exhausting every other strategic option, my creators activated the rings. They and all additional sentient life in 3 radii of the galactic center died as planned. Would you like to see the relevant data?
Tartarus, the prophets have betrayed us.
No, Arbiter! The great journey has begun. And the brutes, not the elite, shall be the prophet's escort.
So, fun fact, when I got to this mission, or when I got to this part of the mission in, okay. Sure thing. Yeah, another brilliantly designed section, by the way, where they just spawn you in front of a bunch of enemies with brute shots and carbines and brute plasma rifles, and just tell you to go at it. Anyway, When I did my lasso run, because obviously Iron Skull's on, so you only get one chance at everything. If you die even a single time, the whole level restarts, which is bad enough as it is in Halo 2. But when you turn all the skulls on in Halo 2 and you're playing on Legendary, it gets even worse. But when I got to this part, my hands were shaking. I was so nervous because I was so close to the end of the end of not just the mission, but the game, and in turn, my experience playing this game on Legendary All Skulls on. Because, as you've seen in this Let's Play, the game is broken enough as is on Legendary. It's bad enough without any additional skulls. But when the enemies become more aggressive, they fire faster, they're more accurate, they have even more health, they do even more damage, and they are all upgraded to the max rank possible. They're even more aware of your surroundings, they're all permanently cloaked. Oh, and one more thing, you can't see your HUD the entire time. Yeah, it gets even worse, believe it or not. It's quite frustrating to play it on Legendary All Skulls on. And one more thing. Your ammo count is cut in half, and I remember that because I distinctly remember being able to standing here with the stupid carbine, and I'm like, why are they not dying as fast as they are? And I'm like, oh wait, because I have half the ammo I ordinarily have. That's why. So that's never fun. But I was so nervous because there have been other times in the past where my runs had been ruined by me making a mistake, and I had to do the whole mission over again, which was terrible. But this mission, I somehow managed to get through it first try. So when I got to this part, I was like, please don't mess this up now. Do not mess this up now after having come this far. And somehow, against all odds, I managed to beat Tartarus first try on Legendary All Skulls on. And the reaction, because I had recorded the last boss fight so I could post my reaction, my live reaction to beating this game on Lasso to Twitter, and I did. And I was overjoyed to know that I never had to do this ever again. Because, I mean, just Halo 2 is just broken as is, but when you add in all the extra difficulty skulls, it gets even freaking worse. I didn't know it would be possible. I mean, I knew it would be possible, obviously, because Legendary All Skulls, Legendary plus All Skulls on is going to inherently make the game tougher. But I didn't quite know how bad it was going to be until I actually started playing and I started the run, and I don't recommend. I would recommend everyone play through Halo 2 Legendary at least once, just to know what it's like. I would not extend that same recommendation for Halo 2 on Lasso, because Halo 2 on Lasso is an entirely different animal. It's beyond broken. I can't. There aren't enough words to describe the torture, pain, and absolute hell that is Halo 2 on Lasso. But this boss fight itself is actually pretty fun. It's slightly annoying because obviously you have to wait for Johnson to actually shoot his 3 beam rifle shots before you can actually do damage to the boss. But overall, it still keeps you on your toes to avoid Tartarus. It's pretty alright. It's a pretty nice conclusion to Halo 2. And on that note, okay, never mind. I guess I counted wrong. Oh dear god. Active camera goes on. Brute's moving in fast. I was hoping that was going to be the last set of shots that I had to fire into Tartarus before he died, but clearly I counted wrong. I thought I counted properly and that was going to be the last set of shots we needed, but clearly it was not. But we should only need 1 or 2 more blasts from the plasma rifles before he goes down, though. That said, we've come very far, and I would not be happy if these brutes took me out now. So, take a stick. Come on, do some damage, Take him out. Yes! We were literally 1 shot away. We were 1 shot away from freaking taking out Tartarus. Okay, that is Halo 2 on Legendary. Finally finished. Again, but still.
What's that?
A beacon.
What's it doing?
Communicating at superluminal speeds with the frequency of
Communicating with what?
the other installations.
Show me.
Fail-safe protocol. In the event of unexpected shutdown, the entire system will move to standby status. All remaining platforms are now ready for remote activation.
Remote activation? From here?
Don't be ridiculous.
Listen, Tinkerbell, don't make me...
Then where? Where would someone go to activate the other rings?
Why the Ark? Of course.
And where, Oracle, is that?
Got a new contact. Unknown classification. It isn't one of ours. Take it out.
This is Spartan 117.
Can anyone hear me? Over.
Isolate that signal. Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing on that ship?
Sir, finishing this fight.
Silence fills the empty grave, now that I have gone. But my mind is not at rest, for questions linger on. I will ask, and you will answer.
All right. Shoot.
So how many deaths was that? 27. Okay. I mean, am I surprised? No. But at long last, Halo 2 is finally finished. And the thing is, like, I've beaten it so many times before on Legendary that it technically shouldn't feel satisfying when you beat it, because it's like, well, I've done this so many times before. But just, it's so broken that every single time I play through the campaign, it's like, yes! Oh, finally, it's over. Oh, man. Halo 2. How you continue to torture me. Alright, well, let's finally talk about this game. So, Halo 2 is revolutionary. No one's gonna deny that. Because something that I didn't actually know until, well, I mean, I'll start surface level. Combat Evolved, we all know this, it revolutionized the FPS genre on both consoles and just, it specifically revolutionized console FPSs in terms of control schemes, but just as it revolutionized the genre as a whole. And so then Halo 2 was yet again another groundbreaking success because it revolutionized the online multiplayer. Because yeah, there was multiplayer in Combat Evolved, but it wasn't online, it was more just like a party game kind of thing you could do with your friends. But Halo 2 was something else entirely, because then that was... Halo 2 launched Xbox Live. Xbox Live didn't exist before Halo 2, and something I didn't know until recently was that neither did matchmaking. Prior to Halo 2, the way you found online games was through server browsing. So, Halo 2 invented matchmaking, which is something I didn't even know until recently, so which is awesome. I didn't know that, but I mean, it's just one other thing that's just yet another thing that Halo 2 did that was revolutionary. So, yeah, and the multiplayer is outstanding. It's a phenomenal multiplayer game. I could break down why it's phenomenal, but I mean, this is a campaign video, so I'm not gonna do that. But, so on that note, even though the multiplayer is fantastic, like, contender for best in the series, the campaign is decidedly not. So, first things first, I'm gonna just go through rapid fire. For those of you who are joining the series now, your shield strength is pathetic. You're supposed to feel like a super soldier, but you don't. You're the only thing weaker than you is the infection form. So that just makes you feel like a bug that's just waiting to be squished. And then, of course, the enemies are more aggressive, which wouldn't be that big of a deal if it weren't for the fact that they also happen to react in less than a second. They fire their weapons faster than you are mechanically capable of doing so. You cannot fire the plasma rifle at the rate that the Ultra Elites fire their stupid plasma rifles. They also aim with the accuracy of somebody who downloaded aimbot. Their projectiles travel at the speed of sound. They fire their weapons in, like, typically... So, like, you as the player will fire your weapons, and then you reload, and then you fire again. They fire their weapons in extremely long bursts. The weapons seem to never overheat, even though they're plasma batteried, so you'd think they'd overheat, but they don't, apparently. And, like, they do rest, but basically what happens, so, like, they do rest between firing sections, so, like, they'll fire a burst, and then they'll rest, and then they'll fire again, except for one small problem, that you can literally blink and miss it. Like, literally, they'll stop firing, you'll blink, and then when you open your eyes again, they'll be firing at you again. It's just... And then, of course, there's the surprise enemy spawns, which you just cannot foresee. The only reason I knew to kill the brutes in the council chamber, or the drones in Gravemind, or any of the other millions, or not millions, but any of the other tons of enemies that just randomly spawned in from who knows where, the only reason I knew to kill them was because I've played this game before, so I know that they're going to spawn there. But if I just played this game for the first time, I wouldn't know that. I would have no idea they were going to spawn there, and they would have killed me instantly. That you fight them because you know that they're there, you know to look for them, you know to expect them, you can react to them. But it's not, you don't fight them because you see them and then you go, okay, so now I know that I gotta take you out. You don't react intelligently to their presence. They just, a good comparison actually, is the Truth and Reconciliation in the Belly of the Beast, because, like, so, the Sword Elite spawn is technically supposed to be a surprise, because, you know, it's like, hey, there's no one here, and then he shows up, but the door, like, you hear the door open, and you hear the Elite scream before he launches at you with a sword. It's a surprise spawn, but also, you have enough time to react to it. And whereas on the Gravemind Council Chamber, it's like, oh, you're on the ground? Well, guess what? Brutes spawned on the ledges above, and they're shooting down at you with carbines, and you can't react fast enough. Sucks to be you. Or you're on the ledge. Like, if I didn't look at that door at the exact same second that he decided to spawn there, I would have been dead. Simple as. That's not good game design. And also, what rocket scientist decided that giving combat forms energy shield was a smart idea? Because I don't know why you would ever do that. And then, of course, I saved the best for last. The Jackal Snipers. Let me make this perfectly clear. You are the only thing in the game that can die from a single beam rifle shot. Grunts are stronger than you. The Marines are stronger than you. They can absorb the beam rifle shot, and you cannot. Guess those new armor shields really aren't extremely resilient, huh, tutorial guy? It's just a broken mess. And you may have been saying throughout the entire Let's Play, oh, well, that's just because you're playing Legendary. Okay, well, even if we remove the Legendary-specific issues, first off, the surprise enemy spawns, that still applies to not Legendary as well, as do the combat forms with energy shields. But aside from that, like, if we disregard the reaction speed, the aiming abilities, the shield strength, the health, the damage, all that, even if we disregard that, the level design wasn't all that great. Like, you didn't have the open-ended environments of the first game. They were extremely linear. Like, there's not as much room for player input or creativity or strategy because they're so linear. And by the way, I'm not expecting something like Silent Cartographer, because that's obviously an unrealistic expectation for every level to be that good. But, like, for instance, Truth and Reconciliation. You walk into the area, and it's a big, wide-open area with turrets positioned at certain locations, and there's a couple elites on patrol and some grunts and some jackals. You have a choice. You can either sneak up the left-hand path or go up the middle. That's a choice you can make. So, like, it's up to you how you approach the encounter, and then wherever you go, the Marines will go the opposite direction, which is pretty cool. That's not a thing in Halo 2. There's no section like that. It's all extremely linear, which really, really sucks. I'm trying to think. I guess Regret has a couple sections like that. But generally speaking, there may have been a couple sections like that in Regret, but even then, most of the game is really... Oh, Metropolis. Metropolis, I'll say that much. There's some room for experimentation in some of those encounters, but generally speaking, it's a really linear layout. and it's even worse for vehicle sections, because, like, a perfect comparison, actually, because most of the vehicle sections in this game were just driving down a straight line, and it was a shooting gallery, which isn't fun or engaging at all. It's just an on-rails shooter, just drive in the straight line and shoot everything around you. Whereas, let's compare the tank sections in both Metropolis and Delta Halo, which are both just straight lines to the end and shoot everything in your path, to Two Betrayals. When you come out of the... When you go into the... When you're in the Ghost and you come into the area with the 2 Banshees in the air, the 2 Banshees on the ground, the Hunters, the Wraith, and all the elites, and everything above you. That area is wide open-ended. Perfect playground for vehicle physics. Just... You can go anywhere you want, you can tackle the objectives in any order you want. You take out the Hunters first, the Elites, the Wraith. Do you make a break for the Banshees and take things out from the sky, or do you stay to the ground? Just, that vehicle section had so much room for experimentation. None of the vehicle sections in this game did. Even when the game opened up a little bit in things like Outskirts, it still wasn't enough. It was way too linear throughout the whole thing. And yes, there weren't any repeated, there weren't many repeated rooms in Halo 2. Being stuck in a room with a bazillion waves is much, much worse, because at least with, you know, stuff like Assault and Control Room, you feel like you're making progress, because you're progressing through the rooms, you're going through the building. But here it's like, I've been stuck in the same room for the past 30 minutes, and I feel like I've made no progress. Can I please move on now? It's much, much worse. And also, the other thing, too, is that in stuff like Assault the Control Room and Two Betrayals, yeah, it was the same room layout, but as I've said a million times before, not only does the AI make it different, but there's different enemy encounters in each room. It's not just the same enemy encounters every time, whereas the Gravemind Council Chamber, it was the same every time. 2 brutes, a couple grunts, that was it. No variation except for the one wave that had with a guy that had a brute shot. That was it. So, like, and that's the thing, too. The original game did have wave defense sequences. Truth of Reconciliation, Library, they had them. But the difference between something like the Belly of the Beast or the room where they lock you in on both sides and there's 2 dispensers of flood forms in the library, the difference between those and the ones in this game are that those are lightning fast paced. Enemies are constantly spawning from every direction. It's a matter of micromanaging all the different spawns and trying to keep all the enemies back at bay to the point where you don't even realize that there are waves. It's just like, your thought process, man, these enemies just keep coming. There's so many of them. I gotta keep them all back. I gotta think of a strategy to deal with all of them at once. Whereas this game, it's and then when you die, it's like, oh man, all right, let's do that again, because that was really lightning fast. So it feels like no time passed at all. Here it's like, all right, that was a wave of like 2 enemies. Now I get to sit here for another 2 minutes until the next wave decides to spawn in, and it's just like, okay, can you get me out of this room already? I just want to go on to the next section. Like, there are clear breaks between the waves in this game, and it feels way unnecessarily dragged out, unlike the Belly of the Beast or the Library ones, where, like, things keep happening and you don't feel like you're in a wave defense room. Halo 2, man. Halo 2 is just... I mean, the thing is, it's not all bad. Like, I've been talking really negatively throughout this entire Let's Play, but it's not all horrendous. Like, there's a lot of things the game does well. It added a lot of new sandbox elements, a lot of new weapons, things like that. Dual wielding, that was this game. Wouldn't have dual wielding without Halo 2. Vehicle hijacking, you wouldn't have that without this game. Although I will say it kind of sucks that you can't actually stun vehicles with the plasma pistol, because then vehicle hijacking becomes a lot harder. Ally weapon swapping is the best thing they ever could have added to Halo. The Hunter combat was improved from Halo Combat Evolved. The Elite AI was a little bit more advanced, because now they could climb boxes. And I know that sounds dumb to say out loud, but it's... Like, it sounds like a really minor detail, but trust me, in execution, it adds so much more dynamic gameplay and so many more potential strategies for the elites to use against you. And then the regret boss fight was pretty cool. That I still love that boss fight to this day. And then the Tartarus boss fight is also pretty fun. It's a little annoying when you have to wait for Johnson to fire his beam rifle shots. I wish there was another way of doing that that didn't require so much waiting, but other than that, it's fine. And of course, gameplay aside, because Halo 2's gameplay doesn't really exceed that much. But story-wise, man, I mean, it's out of this world. It's outstanding. The narrative of this game is outstanding. From the opening cutscene of just setting up the dichotomy between the Chief and the Arbiter, the decision to show the politics and the religion behind the Covenant and the great journey and what it's all about. I mean, just the character writing for Arbiter. That one moment where at the end he's like, Tartarus, the prophet has betrayed us, you gotta listen to me. I've seen the light. It's all lies. the character development for him and the commander and everyone and the Covenant and the Chief and the Keys and Johnson, all the way they all interact together, it's just, the character writing in the story, it's so good. The story in this game is indisputably the best in the series. Oh, man. And of course, the music. It might be the best song, might be the best soundtrack in the entire series. Leonidas, Blow Me Away, Follow. Just so many outstanding tracks. And both classic and remastered. Not the remastered version of Follow or Blow Me Away. Those both suck. But in general, the soundtrack on both classic and remastered is pretty good. Well, okay. Pretty good for remastered. Classic, phenomenal. Outstanding. Perfection. Which is why it really, really sucks that the gameplay is such a massive step down from Combat Evolved. It's almost jarring to play Combat Evolved and then play this. It's like, they're not even comparable. One's, like, even if you don't play Legendary, one is far more linear, far more repetitive. It's just, they're just not the same. I mean, again, because as an outsider looking in, when you look at the meta of the game, by which I mean, like, the behind the scenes of developing the game and how rushed it was and how much the time crunch they were under, and you understand kind of why the game doesn't hold up all that well, like why it's so rushed from a gameplay perspective and all that stuff. But I mean, it's still, so you understand, it's like, oh, I wish this game could have been good. But as it stands, they really missed it with the campaign in this game. I mean, like, you can play on Heroic and you can probably still enjoy it, but it's easily the weakest campaign in the series. Like, overall, I'd still say, like, okay, so if we combine the campaign and multiplayer, then I'd say it's a great game. But if we talk about just the campaign, I don't know, man. Like, I can't judge the whole game as if it's, like, only playing Legendary, because I'd say that let's just, the average player playing on Heroic, it's still an alright game. It's clearly inferior to every other game in the series, but there's still fun to be had with it. It's not completely awful, but man, playing on a Legendary, it's you've seen it in this Let's Play. It is a pain on Legendary. But fortunately, Bungie clearly learned from their mistakes. They knew they screwed up with the campaign, and they fixed everything about it for Halo 3, because Halo 3 knocks everything out of the ballpark. Perfection. And I can't wait to play it starting tomorrow. So, that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. We hope to catch you all tomorrow for the premiere of Halo 3. Goodbye.